Hello, in this video we're gonna go over drawing 6.4 Grooved Hub, and this is a drawing from chapter 6 Discovering AutoCAD 2017 and 2020 versions for Dix and Riley. For this exercise, we need to create layers. We need to use the front view using the object snap, and use the reference line to track the object snap and to create the side view. So let's get ready. We're gonna use units will be decimal for this exercise or this drawing, and we're gonna create the layers. Let's get started. From the layers properties in the home tab, I already created some layers here just to save some time. The first one is dashed, and we're gonna use this layer to create the dashed line here. Okay, also I created a front view layer, hidden layer for the hidden lines. As you see here, we do have two separate line types. Also, the left side view, I created another layer for the left side view, and viewports, that's what we will use in the layout tab. So let's get started. The first thing, I will start with the dashed layer. So I'm gonna click on that and make it current. Okay, close the layer properties to save place on the screen. Now here we have the dashed layer. Let's start with the line command. You click on the line or L enter. Then we need to start drawing the dashed lines here in the center to get the center line to draw the circles. I'm gonna draw line, then any point, it doesn't matter here where you start. And then we'll make it around 6. It doesn't really matter how big it is so far. I'm gonna move it a little bit just to be close to the image so you have it on the screen. Okay, so this is the first line. Then I need to get another line. I need to use the midpoint and see this midpoint or the triangle. How I get that? I should have the object snap on, and this is the F3 button, or just click on it to turn it on, make it blue. And here, if you click on this little arrow, what we need here, the object snaps, we will use endpoint, midpoint, we'll use center. Also, we're gonna use quadrant, intersection. Okay, we might use different ones. If you need more, we can get it. That depends on the strategy you're using. And always we can change that and modify it. Okay, so make sure you have the midpoint to get the triangle thing. So now you click on the midpoint and let's go up about 3. Okay, and we can use the grips here. It doesn't really matter how long it is, but we are just making almost close to the dimensions of the screen. Another thing here, if we go closer, this is the 2 lines. We have another line here, and this is the degree here, 120. In order to get this degree correctly, what we need to do is to make sure that the polar tracking is on, and if you click on this little arrow, make sure that the multiple of 3 degrees is on, because we need here the 120, which is the multiple of 30. So if it's on, you draw a line and you get the center here. You can get the center or the mid point. Just make sure you come closer, and we need to track. I'm gonna pan here, track it, and when you see here that 300, as you see, this is the lines that show you the 30 degrees. Okay, then I'm gonna click there. Now the second thing, just to get started here, we have these lines, then we will start drawing the circles. Okay, so let's move to the second layer or another layer to get the front view. And here we can get some dimensions from here or the textbook. Also, you can look at the side view. The first thing here, we have the diameter. As you see, this symbol here means diameter, it's not radius. So be careful when you draw the circles to get the correct dimension. Let's start drawing the circle here with the diameter 0.625. So get circle diameter, make sure you pick the correct point, then you type 0.625 and hit the enter button, and this is the circle inside. Now the circles here, we do have two circles, and the first circle we can get the dimension from the side view. We have the diameter 2.25, so we get the circle diameter again, get the same center, and be sure here the object snap is on and you get the same center. So that is 2.25. Here with the dimension, we have chamfer 0.06. So the inside diameter, we should go inside, and we draw another circle, or we can just offset it. It's either way. So click offset, and you can type if it's already typed, so you just put enter, or you just make it 0.06 and hit enter, and then you offset, click on this circle and you offset it inside. After you create the circles, we need to create the circles outside, and as you see, the larger circle is diameter is 4. So again, diameter, here you go, type 4, hit enter, and we need to move on to the hidden layer and create center circle with center diameter, and here the diameter is 3.75, so you click on the 3.75 or just 0.75, so you just created the circle inside. At this point, just be sure to save your work. It's very important to save your work every couple minutes. You can, if it's saved already, you can hit the Control S. You don't need to go that. Otherwise, if it's the first time to save it, go to the application menu and click Save, then navigate to your computer. We finished that part, and now it's time to go to the second part here, the side view. Then we need to draw the hidden lines over there as well. Now let's go to the side view, okay? As we're going there, let's move to the correct layer, make it current, so you click on there, and this is the left side view, you click on it. Now we need to draw a line, and let's start with drawing the 4 line here for the side view. This is the 4. In order to correct drawing that, make sure you have the quadrant, and this is again from the object snap, make sure you have the quadrant. So we need to track this point, okay? Track it, get a line over there, click any point, go down. You could type 4 or just click the line and just reference. So here I'm not clicking, I'm just getting the point and reference, okay? So here's the power. You just get the point, grab it, and get a reference line and finish your drawing, or you just type 4 and finish. So here I got this point, I click on it. Then I can offset. This depends on what you want. You can offset, or you can just type, get the direction using the reference line, type 0.125, enter, go up, make sure you're using the reference lines correctly, make sure you got the vertical. You can type 4, enter, and pick the end point and enter. So I finished that part. Now I need to finish the other lines. Okay, so the first thing here, I do have this distance. The distance here is, let me check here. This is 0.25, which is the radius of this arc, as you see here. The radius is 0.25. That make this distance multiplied by 2, so it is 0.25. Okay, so what I will do now, I will go from here, offset 0.25. I'm gonna offset this line. Okay, so I draw this line here in the middle. Then I'm gonna offset again 0.125. So offset 0.125, and this is the line. I will close the lines from the top, enter, and again another enter to restart the command. You can move closer and be sure that you are using the correct lines. Now we have here, we have an arc, okay, half circle or arc with the radius 0.125. There are several ways actually to draw it. You can draw a line from here to there and get the center, which half point. I'm gonna show you here one way. I will start with arc, start, center, end. I will start with this point here, counterclockwise. And I need the center. I don't know how is the center. So I'm gonna use something like M2P. That means middle 2 point. Okay, so find the point which is in the middle of 2 points. I hit enter. First point of middle, this, and the second of this. So here you go. Then you click on the end, and I got that. So this is one way, or you can just draw a little line and get the middle point as a center. Also, you can draw a circle, trim it. It's up to you how to draw it. Now we need to use the other line. And since they are symmetrical, I'm gonna use mirror. Okay, you can draw it again if you want using the same strategy. But for now, I'm gonna use mirror. Select object, I will select this arc and enter to finish selecting. And for the axis, I'm gonna choose the midpoint here. Then erase the source, no, hit enter to accept it, and I got both ways. Now I will offset the line. I will accept this 0.125, so I hit enter. I'm gonna offset this line to the middle. Okay, and this line, I'm gonna click on it and move it to the dashed layer. So I put the line in the middle. Now I'm gonna make the dashed layer current. I'm gonna draw a line from the middle. Let's do that again. So pick the midpoint and let's draw line. The length of the line is not important now, just some construction lines here. I finished that part. I did that construction lines. Now I need to make some offset again. And this time I need to start doing the little part on the right. And as you see, it is 1.5 away from the first line. So let's make here offset 1.5. And I need to offset this line this way. Now I need to get to the left side of you, hit the line, and I need to get some lines from the quadrant. Okay, so again, line, hit the quadrant. You don't need to click there. Just go there. You will find the intersection. Make sure the object snap is clicked for the intersection. and here the intersection, which is the X mark. Again, get this quadrant, use the reference lines from there. Now I use trimming. If you're using 2021 version of AutoCAD, you just go ahead and trim right away. If you're using earlier versions, you need to select the edges or select all, then trim. Now after that, we need to find another line here. Okay, so make sure you go to the dashed layer, get a line, and I need here to draw a line from the middle over there. Okay, make sure you're using the reference lines. So this is here again from the middle. Use the reference lines correctly, make sure it's vertical. So here you go. So we draw these lines here. After that, we need to grab some dashed lines over there. So let's go to line, and here you go. These lines here. Again, enter to repeat. Do not click. Just go over there, and when you get the intersection, be sure you have the object snap for the intersection to get this one. Okay, this is very important. Now here we need to draw a circle, change the layer left side. Now let's get a circle. What we know about it, the diameter 0.25. So center diameter, pick the point 0.25 and hit enter. And here you go, we got this circle. If we need that line to be shorter, you can use the grips, okay, and make it shorter. Now, we finished that part. Let me see here if we missed anything. Now, I'm gonna move that a little bit closer there. To move, you can get move, select the part, enter, and choose any point, and you can choose that. Now the next step here, I think we need to put some other lines as we have here in the illustration. So we do have some hidden lines. Let's go ahead and draw them. The first thing, we can get offset, and this is offset 1. The distance here, as you see, they are coming from the circle. So you can track this point and go to the right side to get the points. So here you go. Be careful here. If you have any object snap that's interfering with you, you can override it by clicking on Shift right click and get the intersection if you want, or you can just turn it off. So again, line, and here you go. So I need this point to this point. Okay, now I can get again line. Make sure that you are getting the correct lines. Okay, now I will get these lines and get them all to the hidden lines. Okay, so again, this line and this line, let's click there and get them to the hidden layer. Now we're gonna do the same thing here. We need some lines, but at this point we're gonna offset. As you see here, the offset distance is half of 0.25. So let's get the offset, and this is point. So 0.125, and then enter. Then we're gonna offset this line both directions. Okay, Now we need to erase and trim some lines here. So let's trim. Okay, and here let's delete or erase these lines here. Okay, so we're almost done. I think here we need to make some trimming as well. So here you go. Go ahead and trim these lines, or you can delete them. Now I think one more thing here, we need to change here. The layer is dashed, so let's go here and see the front view. They should be continuous, so let's make that solid line. Okay, here you go. So this is all for this exercise. What's left now is making the layout tabs. So let's make sure we have a layout. Let's click on the layout and see the viewports. As we see here that we do have a viewport. So let's make sure the viewport layer is current. So here we have a viewport. As we move to the layout, I will delete this viewport and create more. So from here, we have the viewport layer is current. You go to layout, rectangular, and if you refer to the book, they create 3 layouts in that. So let's create similar or something similar to that. There is no specific dimensions for this. I just need to create here a rectangle. As you see, this is a viewport. That means you are looking to the model inside this viewport. As you see in this viewport, we do have grids. I don't need these lines inside, so I double click and turn off the grids or the F7. So you can click inside. Also, you can go zoom in, but you have to double click inside it to zoom in. Otherwise, you just move the page or the layout. And now this is the page where you print. For this, we need to zoom in and get a closer to this detail here. Closer look. Okay. If you need to change how big, so you click outside on the paper, then you click on it to the viewport and you get it smaller, so you got these details. Okay, so this is one viewport. Let's create another. So click on rectangular. Here it is. You can use the object snap just to make it actually aligning with the first one. And at this point, you double click inside, you can zoom in to get the view that you are looking for. And as you refer to the book, and this is the view that we are looking for, we need both of them. Always you can lock it. If you are happy with that, you can lock it, and that it will not accidentally moved or something. Now double click outside. Let's go to rectangular. Click on rectangular again, and we will create one more viewport. Okay, and here you go. The last one, see here, I'm just moving the paper, but if I need to move inside, I have to double click to make it active. Then I zoom in to get the detail that I'm looking for. Okay, here you go. I got this detail. If you need to change or modify the size, click outside, then click on the viewport, then you can use the grips to modify. Now we finished that. If we go to the home tab, you have a viewport layer. If you wish to hide these rectangles, the viewport, you can always freeze it or turn it on or off. Okay, so here you go. You can turn it on or off, and this is the freeze though. As you see here, you just hide them or bring them back. That depends on what you need. Okay, so again, this is the layout. This is how you're gonna print it. Then, and this is the model space here. This is what we finished today. Thank you for watching. I hope that enjoyed this drawing and looking forward to work with you again in future exercises.